Back in the book segment tonight, body language, the ambush edition. Sometimes you have to confront people because they won't speak about things that are important. Sometimes it's funny, other times serious. Now, last week, we paid 3 folks a visit. The most important, Jesse Jackson.
Mr. Reverend, do you condemn Reverend Wright's words? I mean, 6 days after 9/11, he talked about our chickens are coming home to roost.
I'm really not going to address any of that now, frankly, because I think to feed into it is to expand that.
We can't deny the controversy it's caused.
Well, indeed it is.
Do you condemn Reverend Wright's comments?
But you do have a choice as to what you're going to speak to and what your priorities are, and you'll hear my priorities today. Thank you very much.
So you won't condemn Reverend Wright's comments?
With us now, body language maven, Tanya Ryman. Now, everybody is saying, what was with the whoa? You know, what is that?
Yeah, a lot of times people will stammer like that when they're trying to collect their thoughts. It's kind of like, you know, your mind starts to move quickly, and that's how it comes out, the blah, 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 blah. So I almost got the impression he was trying to collect his thoughts quickly, like come up with an answer.
But it was pretty bizarre. You don't usually see that, particularly for somebody like him who's been in the public eye a long time. He knows that the question will be asked, and then he gives an answer.
Yeah.
But here, I don't think it was flattering to him.
I agree, it was not. Now, I got the impression that he didn't want to have this conversation early on, was caught off guard, and then the stammering started because he's thinking, how am I going to get this answer out, and how is it going to come across appropriately?
But look at his body language now. He's standing up straight. Yes. He's a big man.
Yeah, he does. He has good body posture.
Right. He's not slouching or trying to. Any of that. So he looks like he's composed.
He pulled away on 2 of the questions. It was like almost like a head talk, which says, I'm not into this right now. And then he gave that little nervous sly grin at the end, that sheepish grin.
Well, he knows he's caught.
Yeah.
I mean, because this guy is the biggest race hustler in the world when a white person is involved. But now when a black person's involved, he doesn't want to talk about it. He knows he's caught. I mean, there's no question about it. All right, on the Huffington front is Arianna Hiffington. You know, we just don't approve that she's running a hate website, so we asked her about it. Go.
Ms. Huffington? Yes. How are you? I'm Porter Berry from the O'Reilly Factor. I wanted to ask you a couple questions about the website. One of your bloggers said, I'm sick to death of this jackass talking about Tony Snow.
You know what, I think
Do you want to comment on that?
I think that you need to learn something about the internet. The comments that appear there are taken down immediately.
No, Ms. Huffington, this was posted on the middle of February and was up yesterday.
Blinking like crazy.
There was some blinking going on.
Some?
It wasn't, yeah, towards the end there was some blinking. But she handled herself well. It was very funny. If you watch from the beginning, she goes almost to shake hands, and then she goes, oh, wait a minute.
Here's a
Fox?
hand.
No, never mind. And then you see how she pulls away?
Right.
There's that pull away. She goes, oh,
now,
wait,
what about
Fox.
the smile, though?
Yeah.
That's not sincere.
You know, she had the same smile going in, and then she kept that smile. And I think
Is that the smile, I hate you?
No, I think that was more the smile like, okay, I'm walking out of this one. I don't want to be part of this conversation.
But then she
stops. Look, watch the hand now.
Right.
She pulls up the power gesture, okay, and she puts her hand in front of the microphone like, you're not going to get this on me.
Right, get lost.
But look how nice and comfortable her fingers are. So she was very comfortable and at ease here. But, you know, at the same time, the rapid blinking.
Yo, she was blinking like crazy. I'm glad Porter didn't get his finger in between the eyelashes. He would have been crushed. So she's handled this, in your opinion, fairly well.
I think she did, yes. Yeah, I think she did.
Now, the last one I didn't ask for. This was just the one that the guys got me because Bill Moyers, you know, come on, we all know. But he's at this far left conference in D.C. There's no reason for him to be there. Roll the tape.
Mr. Moyers, Porter Berry from the O'Reilly Factor at Fox News. How are you, sir?
Good, thanks.
Bill sends his regards.
Yeah, I'm sure.
we told him we're down here covering this conference. Obviously a far-left, progressive, ideological conference. Told him that you were going to be down here. He said, Bill Moyers, he's an objective journalist. What's a guy like that doing at a far-left conference?
Well, this is a group of very public-interested people, and I'm going to make a nonpartisan public interest speech tonight. These are great public citizens who are out there. They're not partisan. I don't know whether they're Republican or Democrat.
They're not partisan. That's like saying I'm not Irish. You know, all right, you don't get involved in the editorial. We keep you away from that horror. His body language, I thought, was relaxed, Moyers.
Very neutral. But what was funny is when he comes up and he's smiling, and then he hears the O'Reilly Factor, and you see the eyes stay closed for just a beat too long.
Oh, there it is. I saw that.
Yeah.
Now,
just
what
a
is that?
beat too long. It's like, oh, my goodness, no, I don't want to deal with this now. But look how close he stayed. Typically, when you're uncomfortable, you'll back up. So
I thought he was going to bite Porter.
He was very good. He smiled. He looked really great,
Right.
you know.
Well, he's used to it by now.
Yes, absolutely.
This is like the 18th time.
Yeah, he doesn't get affected. He giggles it
it's
off.
nonpartisan, though. Take Back America is nonpartisan. Your head just going to blow off. All right, Tanya Ryman, everybody. Good job.